Hello, everybody. Yeah. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah. Ooh, boy. You wouldn't believe it. The boys in Mead and Mecca have had quite a fucking day. So, get this. Sort of a Paramount Plus thing going on, basically. Because, yeah, Paramount Plus is now the new hottest streaming service on the market, replacing the failed CBS All Access. And for the record, by the way, just crazy shit was going down. They go over there, and then, yeah, it's over there because they're not getting any views on the fucking streaming of all the pilots of every Star Trek ever, both the classics we all know and love, and the newer crap that can go fade away and classify itself as obsolete, which I literally threw down in the comments because that's so funny. Yeah, it is. Anyways, though, and now they've been dealing with one bastard here in the comments by the name of Shane. And yeah, a lot of shit. There's motherfucker, man. Oh, and I'm doing a thing, by the way, here, because they say that waiting more and more will get you more views, naturally. You get people more time to show up, so that might actually be the thing I do. And seeing as how another channel I know does that, that's what I want to do going forward. Don't worry, still going to keep things within that hours, but I may have more lineage. So let's crack open an ice cold Dr. Pepper, because fuck it. I'm feeling like the mood is warranted, and I had to get my fun in over there as well before the comments were shut down. Still open on Mead, of course, but we're dealing with other shit. And yes, we're going to be doing more Batman Episode 2. Oh, let me put the menu music that I want to put on. There we go, yeah. Thought I'd use the Wolf Among Us menu music because it's another Telltale game, and actually a really good one at that too. The gripping story, and also within that DC kind of Fables universe. And if you haven't played it, by the way, please do, because it's really good. I honestly would probably put that in like my top 5 Telltale games. Let's see, somewhere I'd have to put fucking at least A New Frontier for The Walking Dead. Maybe just cracking the top 5, just because one particular death did get me to tear up a bit. Okay, maybe 4. 3 would definitely, like, I'd put Wolf Among Us in my top 3 for certain. But yeah, hopefully we have minimal trouble last time, because one thing was gripping us, because this mouse, it's a lot harder to clean than it looks, and also it's probably been through enough anyways too, so what are you gonna do about that, really? Yeah. But hopefully there's not much more trouble. If need be, I will get the controller immediately just to do that. We'll just see what happens. Alright, gotta give it about 7 more minutes and we'll start. Oh, I'm waiting here. Anything to talk about? Oh, I did see a film today, actually, while doing some homework for a class. Yes, I did see a movie. This was one in my backlog that I've been wanting to see. I'm a diehard fan of this particular franchise. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but this is Blue Sky's highest rated film on Rotten Tomatoes, and probably rightfully so after seeing it. I watched the Peanuts movie, the 2015 one, basically, that was done by Blue Sky, and it's actually really good, I'd have to say, on the whole, quite frankly. And it covers a lot of similar fare that you would normally expect from Peanuts material. It has kind of a unique animation style that eventually kind of paved the way for movies like Into the Spider-Verse, and what was it that one guy on Reddit said? Let me pull up my thread, because I got a lot more positive response than I did. Okay, let me take a look. Alright, and there's the guy who's like, awesome, thank you for getting back to me. Most people wouldn't do that. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a watch sometime. Enjoy your evening. Yeah. So yeah, animation style in the film is brilliant and really reflects the comic strips well. It really does, and the thing about it you wouldn't realize is that it's actually in CG, but it's constructed in a way that's still faithful to the source material, kind of like a comic, and it makes sense because the Peanuts was a comic strip, so yeah. Yeah, and it was pretty much probably better than it had the right to be. Some of the marketing for the film did not do it any justice, basically. But on the whole, it's pretty enjoyable as a movie, and I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of the Peanuts in general, whether casual or diehard like I am, basically. It took me longer than it should have to see, but I did, eventually, and I'm glad I did. Probably might just be my favorite Blue Sky film, by the way, of all time, and I've seen quite a few of them, actually. The original Ice Age 2 and 3, I remember seeing the sequels to Ice Age definitively in the theaters when they came out. And Robots and Rio, I think those are the ones, and now we can add the Peanuts movie. I gotta see, there's still some other ones. I don't know, I kind of just fell out of love with Blue Sky, but I had to eventually see that Peanuts movie, so yeah, I would recommend it. Yeah, the animation set the film for Into the Spider-Verse, Scoob, and Tom and Jerry. Although that the recent one, which I heard was hot garbage, and I have no plan of seeing. You would literally make me go and watch the OG one from the 90s where they fucking talk. Yeah, that was not good. But I'm sure I could probably rip it apart more in a so bad it's a good way, whereas that main movie that recently came out makes me want to commit seppuku. And Scoop was just kind of meh. And I like Spider-Verse 5, but I think calling it a masterpiece is kind of a stretch. Like I said, it doesn't help basically that I feel the animation's a bit inconsistent, but like that style, it does kind of make sense more for the Peanuts, because the animation for a lot of the older styles, it was done at a time when fluidity itself in animation, especially in 2D for that matter, was not really seen all that much, basically, especially a lot of the older ones. I mean, they still look great though, especially in high def and 4K. Whatever. Well, I have the Peanuts 4K set, I just don't have the 4K player yet. I have the TV, I just need the player, and that will be my birthday gift in May, and we may unbox that here. Excuse me, we might just unbox that on here, basically, because I think that would be fun to do. And I'm planning on getting a full region-free player, by the way, as well, not just for Blu-rays, but also DVDs as well. So yeah, that'll be fun, so I can just import away till my heart's content. But yeah. But I feel like I said, the animation style does benefit more for the Peanuts, so it's not as distracting, quite frankly. Like, it does kind of make sense, and even when it does get a little bit more fluid, it also does make more sense. But at the same time, yeah. Maybe it's just me more personally, but whatever. Okay. God, it might be a more slow night. You know, I kind of anticipated this, but there's not many episodes. Considering you could just get them done in a stream like that, it probably won't take us long. God, if I didn't have anything going on Sunday, I would. Oh, a lot of crazy stuff's going on. Let me check a couple things. We may have that 6 mystery opponent. I'm gonna have to cut the thing off. I'm gonna have to cut that off and get that submitted soon. Alright. Just checking up some side wrestling thing, because AEW Revolution is this Sunday. Originally, it was supposed to be, whatchamacallit. Now, Revolution actually was originally supposed to be on February 27th. However, due to conflicts with the Canelo Alvarez versus Avni Yildirim bout in Miami Gardens on the originally scheduled boxing match, I believe. Yeah, boxing, which is so one of the things that draws ridiculous amounts of money on pay-per-view. Let's see. And then Revolution was scheduled for Sunday, March 7th. They wanted to do it on March 6th, which was a Saturday. but the date fell through because of UFC 259 was scheduled for that same night, and AEW did not want to air their pay-per-view against UFC event. So it's going to be AEW's first pay-per-view on a Sunday. Alright, just checking some things before we get in. Right, I think it's about that time now. Shall we go ahead and get into the game? Okay. Let me just kill that. I'll kill that. Excuse me. That would have happened there. That goes away. And boom. Oh, this is gonna get insane. Girls and boys, if I don't, this might get too good for its own trouble, so be ready for anything, folks. Let's do this.
Yes, we're in.
Well, I guess maybe I'll be. Alright, these loading times might take a while. I can't even skip any of this. Okay, whatever. Excuse me. The carbonation's real. So here we are, episode 2. The Pact. With his identity on the line, Bruce must work with a new power player in Gotham. A criminal conspiracy is growing in the shadows, threatening the entire city. I'm sorry, but my heart is for someone else. I think Shane is taking us for a ride. Let's transition to the next segment. Yeah. I'm just laughing. This shit is just fucking the funniest thing ever. Alright. Yeah, it's, don't tell me it's gonna give me that every time. Whatever. Game series adapts to choices you make. Story is tailored by how you played. Oh, shut up. Oh boy, they're gonna wrap this up soon, so...
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city.
The Riddler.
He turned me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him the only leader I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
Isn't that sad?
The Riddler was going to be my way in once we captured him alive.
But that never
But
happened.
now I have you to lead. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
She knows. The Lady of Dublin, 11:57.
First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Maury, I will continue to keep it. No reports, Nothing. No one else needs to know. To
Ain't
deal
that
with
the
present
truth?
threat, though, I need both. The
Right.
man inside and outside the mask. You have to
Right.
understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
You don't have to tell me. I know we're on the same side.
I'm glad to hear
Waller
it.
will remember that.
I thought you might be harder to convince. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on.
Oh no.
They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. There are eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Yes.
Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
Shit.
Report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons.
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Warden. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you.
Off we go.
Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Oh, there we go. Already I get an achievement. And we're only not much in 25 minutes of the stream. Only in game, we're only about... If the fucking thing would show up, about 6 minutes. That didn't take long at all. GCPD Arsenal, 12:34 a.m. Oh my god, Shane's in the building, everybody.
It's called being an ally. It's called being a friend. Okay.
You don't have any business speaking on behalf of the community, so you know what? Know your place and stay in your fucking lane.
Whoa. Are you transgendered?
Go fuck yourself.
Becca, are you transgendered?
I am not speaking on behalf of the transgender fucking community, am I?
But you just
I know my
shouldn't.
Hold on, I'm gonna be muting here for a little bit and I'll just let the story play out. I'll be here still.
What more do you want with me? Hey, shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. I'll live your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Whoa.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman. Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Show. I've never attacked anybody personally. And that's the kind of thing we're having a problem with here. And that's where we're not sure why this is okay. And we can go to whataboutism crap all day long, Shane. I don't do that. I don't try to do that either. But my point is this, is I'm just trying to say that why is it okay that you could come in here and call us transphobes and attack Mecca online or anything like that, and that's supposed to be okay over a TV show?
Much like yourself.
Well, and that was my thing, is I wasn't calling you guys transphobes directly. I was asking you to.
Bane.
There's a lot of fans that you guys have who are
Bane is
transphobic.
here.
And I was
Oh,
asking you
Jesus.
guys not to direct fans over to there at that point, because it was causing the chat to get shut
That's
down.
a straw man now, Shane. Come on. Can I ask a question? Can you define transphobic for me? How do you know that? I'm willing. Now you're saying we have Okay. Let's take a poll in the chat. Everybody who's a transphobe, push one.
Oh, that'll weed him out.
Well, like I said, I'll even do another one if you are actually trans in the chat, because I bet we have at least one or two watching.
Actually, yeah, we do have
two
trans viewers, actually.
Yes, we do. That's the thing, Shane, is I don't think that this is something that the other side has thought about, is that...
Dynamic uppercut. Or tiger
we're sick
uppercut.
and tired of other people calling us names when it's not true. And I know these fuckers are lying.
Well, and that's the main thing, though, that the fans are representing your group to a certain extent. And I'm not saying that you guys have those feelings, but when those fans come over and do those behaviors, it's best to not have them come over and brigade like that.
About yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a banquet.
They
came over and we were like, hey, this is boring, come watch this show, and you did.
And I didn't even tell them to do that.
Oh, I
didn't even tell them to do anything at first. Everybody did it on their own accord. Yeah, we thought it was cool. And then otherwise, yeah,
and I have no problem with like promoting your stream. I have no problem with having issues with the shows. That's not a problem at all with me.
Okay. But it appears to, and Mecca, and I want to bring her in a little bit when she's calmed down just a little bit, because I feel like, I mean, you've at least been man enough to admit that you've crossed her path before. You came on. And you came on, and I'm going to give you that, at least for now, but like Shane, you're really stretching to give me a
Oh
reason
boy.
to leave you, man.
He's injecting himself.
What's this ally bullshit?
No. So what ally means is it means that you have a lot of people who you are either friends or family with that are within the LGBTQ community, and you help support them through various things, including like when you see hate directed towards them.
Now he's gone full Terminator.
Okay, now, second question. I'm already that. But all my gay friends, they're just, they don't have any problem like that because they're not.
I want to give you a piece for meth.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, that's what you said.
I guess here, let me...
That just seems like it's a vague question.
I didn't answer your question. I mean, we all have gay. I don't be that. You can prevent certain friends. We have friends who don't understand.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like if you think there's
Let me ask a question then. Let me ask a question then, Shane.
Oh dear.
Say something regarding ally really quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because I don't have a question that kind of bounces off that problem.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being an
Overload
ally,
him.
You know, and I get it. To someone in the LGBTQ.
Oh joy, I'm getting beat to hell.
You know, it's kind of was born out of not being afraid to say, you know, that person's my friend. I accept them. Right in the street world. You know, let's not get Jesse.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I know everyone's got their own way.
I had to say that.
Tied up on that, right? That's how him and his community uses it. I totally understand it, and I totally and you know, I'm with you. I'm like that too. It's like we're just friends. We're just people. But it's just it's like educational language.
I think it's something that you have to put in front of something to like make it stick out. Like, look what I'm doing, because deep down inside, I really feel the opposite, really bad, and I feel bad about it.
Gotta get out of there.
Well, that's because that sometimes that has to be done because you know.
Who do I call? Do I call Gordon? Or do I call Waller?
I'm their friend. It's not them.
Gordon knows the city better than anyone. GCPD should be able to find the stolen weapons. But Waller will feel due respect of first spurting her authority. Waller's people are well trained and equipped to deal with Bane's men and safely recover the weapons, but Gordon is bound to feel betrayal if I call him.
No, look. Any one of us on this panel, any one of us in this chat, if we saw an injustice like that, I guarantee every
call
last
him.
one of us would step in and stop it. Or at least try to, right? Now, the other thing I have with this whole ally thing, did any of these people ask you to do this?
Yeah.
And don't just
part of being an ally is actively.
No, that's not what I asked.
Ally means negotiation of an agreed upon.
And at this point he passes out.
Has anybody
Cue the
actually
title
stepped up and
sequence.
asked you to do this for them in these communities? That's what I'm asking you, Shane.
Yes, and this is actually what I've done for many, many years, both at Microsoft and outside.
Now,
Batman!
There we go.
And none of them have asked me to do this for them. In fact, a lot of them have asked us to quit doing this for them because it is doing nothing but causing them resentment.
My gay friends just have guns.
And that's pretty much the opposite of what I hear from my community that I live with.
Come on.
But you know, Shane, I will have to say that I feel that on Tom's back, because it's like a lot of my friends, and I'm in the Bastion, bro. You know, me and my girlfriend lived in West Hollywood for over 5 years. We just moved down south here in LA. I mean, we're in the thick of just diversity in the city, right?
Oh, I can do that at least.
You know?
Oh my god.
Me. You know, we're friends. Yeah, basta. Let's move on. Life goes on every day. You know, but, you know, I respect you, Shane, man. I respect you.
I want to know why we can't all
I respect you too.
jokes.
And I'm just trying to say, Shane, I'm not trying to get your question or anything like that. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm just saying in most cases that I can tell, you're not really doing anything but looking like a troll, man.
It's okay, Jeff.
And we were going in there and just goofing around. Okay, that's one thing. And we would have had no problem. We'd have had fun. We were having fun with you, Shane, right? We were having fun, right? Like we didn't mean anything mean spirit. We're just goofing around. I apologize, and I apologized before for getting all hot-headed before.
His men loaded the
You know, because I'm getting tired of fighting and bickering with people over a damn TV show.
You need to find
Right?
Yes, to me, what doesn't make sense. That's why I was trying to figure out why the brigading and stuff is. If people like the show, let them like the show. If people don't like the show,
what happened tonight.
like the show.
Look at this
Obviously,
dude.
Let's just declare war on our city.
Nonsense.
With all fairness,
Don't let them take any other
Star Trek has always been a propaganda tool. That's always been for
no, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
First black kiss on television that was aired.
And remind all
Yeah,
you
but you're looking at it
we're
totally different, man.
That's a different story.
playing hero tonight.
So they didn't do it because of that.
Yeah, we're all
That's
here.
exactly why they did it.
No, it's not.
Have you ever listened to all the biographies and stuff of the people behind the show?
I need
Yes,
all
I
the juice
have.
I can
It
get
was
now
written in the
that
script because they
Waller
wanted
is
to
off.
do something interesting with compelled
We're gonna have to
actions and
stick together
sci-fi
if we're gonna
behavior.
weather
The
our
fact that it
storm.
happened to be between Kirk and
You and
Uhura
me?
was just because they didn't want to
nothing like
pay an
her.
extra or a day player to come in that day.
This is
I'm not talking
our
about just a
city.
kiss. I was also talking
We're
about the
not
crew
going
being
to let
multiracial and other
her
things.
take it
Well,
from
yeah,
us.
look,
Star
Shane.
Trek promoted that stuff very early on.
Lucky to have
Always
you on my
against the
side.
grain.
Oh god, this relationship.
We're not denying that. There's a difference
Thanks
between
again for keeping me in
doing
the loop.
social commentary
Means a lot.
Racist is not propaganda.
and shoving in.
At one point in American history, it was.
All this now.
Yep.
Shane, they never
Some sense of what
compromised
happened tonight.
story. It was story first. Even you know
Oh
that.
dear.
Sounds like
And
characters first. Story
that's the
second.
same.
Oh,
That's the
it's a
same
scene of
thing.
a heist at the
Characters
Gotham
are story.
brokerage house
You need a
when
great
Batman's building
story.
here.
Then you throw in your social messages.
live it after.
Back then, you couldn't be.
We're still getting a full
you know,
account.
Throwing in a
Once the dust
social
settles, I'll
message,
send you everything we've got.
was a complete different.
Detective
complete
Bullock's
different
writing up a
ball
full
game.
report. I'll have to
Okay,
send you a copy.
but I don't see myself. Right?
Officers are ready for
I
your
don't see
deployment orders.
great stories coming out of recent
I've gotta get going.
sci-fi, man. You know, we have to look for like Expanse or whatever. But this Star Trek,
Your partner, Avesta.
come on, Shane.
How is she?
You know.
Star Trek has always
Still
been a
impossible.
humanist story. It's never been.
Doctors say the
Woke
healing
culture
damage
is
can be
new, dude.
permanent.
And this is what I'm
Shit.
talking about. When you have a scene
It should have been
in the
me.
middle
I
of
failed.
something going on and they have to stop and say, look, I'd prefer you
Let's
call
see
me
that.
they, them.
I
That
put
is,
her in
that's
danger.
not
It's
how the
my
real world
fault.
works.
Avesta.
No, it's not.
A survivor.
Which is funny because the last several years that I spent in the corporate world, that's been how it works.
That's the problem, Shane.
And that's
That's the
just
problem.
different. I mean, even going around Seattle, going around Tacoma, going around Olympia, I live in the Pacific Northwest.
Saving my life.
People say their pronouns straight up.
I gotta warn you.
Does that make
Okay, in the
called Gordon instead of
okay,
her.
well, maybe that says to
You
something
really should
speaks
stay
more
on
to where
Waller's
you
good
live,
side
because
for as
here on
long
the
as
East
you
Coast,
can.
we don't
For
do that.
everyone's sake.
I think it more speaks to the people you hang around with, Shane. That's the thing, is if you put yourself in a bubble,
tell
sooner or
Avesta
later,
you
that's
asked
all you're
me.
gonna hear, man.
But isn't that true for you guys as well?
No, because you know what I know why, Shane? Because you know what? You're here. You're here, man.
Look at
We
this
let
bubble.
people in.
No.
You know what?
Send them back.
No, Paulie, didn't you just have a conversation the other day with somebody that was interesting, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
All the time we have just different views, but it all comes from respect, and we're still friends. Whether it's
Episode 2.
on race swapping,
The Pact.
or whether it's on immigration.
There you go.
whether
Who
it's
knows?
on,
This episode might not be too long.
other health issues
But again, maybe
we're talking
not.
about today on the show that the Latino community faces. And finally, Shane, an actor
Alfred.
below, right from Hollywood, saying there's other.
I would hope you're fine, Alfred.
Shock and horror.
You are not
right?
fine, Bruce.
This is a very diverse community.
Fine.
I let you know, Shane. You are welcome. This is such a diverse
minutes of silence.
That's true.
I've worked around here forever. I know what type of community there is here. I know it's diverse. That's why I made a specific comment about the specific people that were being sent to that area, just to bring it back to that.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry, I missed the prompt. Shit is, almost missed it.
Listen, I'll be the first one to tell
Shit is getting good here.
There's a very
We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you too.
Oh, and by the way, if you're probably curious about Lucius,
We had more viewers than they did over there, so we sent you guys some viewers as a joke, and y'all took it personally. You know, and now if somebody said anything,
for real, the killing is actually for real. Alright, back to this.
We can talk about all this later.
People coming over, like, recommending Midnight to Edge, recommending Doom Cock. I had no problem with that whatsoever. It was once those comments.
Cock myself. I like to do.
I mean, well, specifically, can you tell us what the comment was? I mean, you know, this is the Orville, or you know.
As if he wasn't bad enough.
It's not transphobic. Like that's what I'm trying to understand.
So the first one that was up there got deleted pretty quick by the moderators. I can't remember who it was that said it, but it just basically said it was basically just going off about gay transphobia. And then the last one was the one that was about the Android part, which wasn't as bad.
You gotta tell us the words.
No, yeah, you don't have enough context in the first one, but I'll tell you what. We were filming the whole thing when it was going on, so that's where I was saying, Shane, there's nothing to prove what you were accusing us of. In fact, there's the opposite there, and that's where I threw the libel thing out there. And it's not like I ever would go after you, dude. I was just bringing up a point, man. And obviously you're a smart person, you'd have never worked for Microsoft, and I can't believe that you'd be so dense to believe that any of us could be transphobic. Because I'll tell you right now, if you came in here and said, look, I identify as, you know, non-binary and I just prefer they, them, I have no problem with it, because guess what, Shane? I'm going to call you Shane. I'm not going to call you they, them in front of your face. And even if I'm referring to you outside of that, I'm generally going to refer to you as a they, them, unless I specifically refer to you in a way that would have
let's
to do
take a
with
look
sex,
at this.
which is so benign and out there, and the possibility or chances of it are so slim, Shane. That's what we're talking about here. And I get it, maybe there's a person or two in your life who has, you know, encouraged you to be an ally, and that's fine. Nobody's saying don't stick up for people when wrong is being done, but you don't need to go out there and white knight for shit that doesn't exist. That's the problem, is all you're doing is undermining those who actually are doing the real work for people that are being, you know...
Oh yeah, there it is. We've uncensored the Gotham Brokage one, but we need to review the events that basically shook Gotham. We'll start with the golf core laps.
I used to firefighting stuff. I was a firefighter too. Bridge camps for stuff. I used to.
I love this stuff, folks.
Great, man. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, dude, that stuff. You know, the thing you guys think about this community, just last, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we raised 40 grand for child trafficking charities.
That's awesome.
Like, you guys did it all
for animal rescue.
And Animal Rescue, Paulie did a thing recently. Look, man, and I'm not trying to say this to like
mystery suspect.
because it sounds like we're virtuing words. Right.
With all the way that the ice is all, something is leading me towards Mr. Freeze.
If you want to be called pronoun, want me to call you pronoun, I'll call you whatever you want.
Security cameras frozen.
You know, I want people to be happy. I want people to be happy, and I don't want anyone to tell me how.
Now let's look at this. This is what was censored, by the way. Oh my god, I think that was the actual guard, or the person from the actual fucking shooting in an art gallery. This is what Telltale censored, but it looks like we closed it. Well, we have a suspect, Harley Quinn.
Come on, Shane. Because Shane, you know, it's like rural.
It's bringing awareness to the subject that this is happening.
Okay, here's the other problem I have, Shane, because you were sitting there talking about, you know, trying to get caught in a trick question. You're basically giving us the when did you stop beating your wife question by suggesting that our audience is automatically transphobic, and we should know that. You said that coming in here, man. That's the problem.
That's why I came over here and brought it up.
No, right? Just rewind it, dude. You just said it a few minutes ago that we should know that our audience is representative of us. and that we shouldn't want that type of people in there. No, we don't know that there's that type of people in there. For me to admit that would be for me to admit that I know there's
Let me look at the
transphobic people in my
codex.
community, and I don't believe that.
Newer information.
Between what you said, I said, and what I actually said.
New information on Gordon.
Okay, fine, I'll make you one step better than that, Shane. If you're transphobic,
Montoya. Lucius is gone. He died. Held an explosion helping him solve the puzzle. His last words will always haunt me. Psycho Riddler was responsible for his death. John Doe, aka the Joker. Alfred, Tiffany. It didn't go well.
might not be smart enough to know it, but you're
I'm an autodidact that's been able to read since the age of 2. Programmed my first name at the age of 4 and officially tested a college level for math brainwashed at 9. I went to school early to take a government job for nearly 20 years of Microsoft. I'm retired just shy of 40. So if I'm stupid, as you're saying, oh,
Riddler's hideout. Gotham City, GCPD. Take a look here. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership.
No, let's not do that.
So Shane, the man came here. He didn't have to come here. Let's.
Wayne Enterprises stock hits record high. Dent trial date pushed back again. What is the agency? Hobblepot, moral prisoner. Slain Wayne employee as hero. Wrong about Batman, it's just Max Maloney. Riddler launches.
I'm a white supremacist.
Well, I'm gonna let her in a few minutes, but he's gotta calm down first. I'm trying to be as fair as I can to you, Shane.
We're trying to be fair here. Come on.
Well, some of you are trying to be fair. Some of you are just looking to get a rise.
Well, Jesse's Jesse. I can't do anything about Jesse in the back.
I was being
always being very fair. I'd say everyone's being fair pretty much better than Jesse and Micah.
No, man. No, listen, bro. Shane, let's say you're right. We acted like schoolyard kids, you know? Yeah, you know, that's life. Then you come in here and you do the same thing. And you cross the line. Yeah. Right? You disrespected a woman. You know, get busted with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like where
I did not disrespect her. I said the same thing. Shane, where I'm from, I reflected it.
Where I'm from, Shane, we don't talk.
GCPD. Well, not just that.
I was going to take a chill pill first, and then
I
reflected with the
okay, now if you think us telling you taking a chill pill is as bad as you calling us and our audience transphobics, then obviously
that's not the point that was being made there. The man's point was the one that was being made there.
Right, but the point, and that was okay, well, you're also taking this thing that you know, Shane. Take a chill pill has been a thing since way back when, and just because you want to reappropriate something that it doesn't does not make you correct, Shane. I don't give a fuck how many PAs.
Same thing. They're both saying that you're being irrationally unreasonable.
Show that autist way.
Wait,
John's might take it down.
They are not.
Play my cards right.
Take a chill pill.
Most of what I want to know.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of times.
Jesse just showed a little bit of autistic behavior. Let's discuss that.
The better I'll feel about
Autistic.
We haven't just autistic behavior.
will be dangerous approaching suspicious
So there we go.
criminal.
Shane, let me ask you, where did you grow up?
Give the performance of
I
a
grew up in
lifetime.
Washington.
Okay, I grew up on the East Coast in the New York area. You get told to take a chill pill almost on a daily basis. It is not. It is not something that means you are off your meds. It just means everybody just relax.
No, because I'll tell you, Shane. Shane, I'm going to educate you a little bit.
It could be. You could be overzealous. You could be exceedingly boisterous.
John, I'd like to take you up on your offer.
That's what off your meds means too. It means that you're being
Excellent news.
No, it doesn't, Shane. No, it doesn't, Shane. No, it doesn't, Shane, because the saying comes from the 1960s when they used to drug housewives up regularly, Shane.
Stack deck, huh?
That's where it comes from. When a woman is acting sporadic like that, it is a direct derogatory term saying that, oh, she didn't get her meds today. That's what it's about, Shane.
I'll take it easy, though.
What you think you know. I know this, Shane.
This be called
Stack deck, 11:38 a.m. It's more like p.m. It's still fucking night out.
Damn it, Shane.
This is why I keep saying
He doesn't like the truth. He doesn't like the truth.
No, this is why I say he's he's a white supremacist because these people genuinely believe that white people are more privileged, that minorities are less.
Oh boy, he's gone. Party's over, folks. Shane has left the building.
And he's a fucking sexist. He is an absolute sexist. He thinks women are
Who's
to be
that?
treated as special cases, as second-class
And
citizens.
he's gone.
Like transgendered people are less than him, so he has to speak on their behalf.
Prove us right, you idiot.
Yeah, you just proved this.
By saying.
That's what I've been saying. You guys are really
right.
They're believing into all this social justice shit, and they don't realize that it's being handed down to them by people who are genuinely actively
Okay,
trying
sorry,
to
folks.
segregate, bring in actual white supremacy, tell white people that they're superior and that they need to do something about all of these minorities or trans people, and that they're the only ones, like these white privileged people are the only ones who can fucking do anything, and that's in their head thinking, oh,
Alright, I'm gonna turn that.
we don't fucking want you. I'm a woman. I don't want you to have a
Under my chair.
I don't need you speaking on behalf of me because you're a bully.
Let the clown lead you to Bane, whatever it takes. What the hell?
I had your shot, Shane. Fuck you, Shane. You know, I have respect for you, but in a real fucking pussy now. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm asking here, and I'll fucking tell you to your fucking face. Because I gave you your 15 fucking minutes, and you blew it, you dumb shit. I faced you with the question you couldn't fucking face because you didn't want to admit that you were fucking wrong.
No, that's what they do. They don't understand that they're so stupid. They're manipulating. Now you're gonna make the emotion. No, they're so stupid. I think everybody people genuinely feel
I'm trying to educate him that, you know, vernacular change is can be.
No, you gotta. No.
The signs.
Did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
You got 2 minutes. Shut up, everybody. You got 8 minutes. You're losing time.
I left because you guys were getting absolutely ridiculous talking over each other and just doing the one keep being in here.
Oh boy. Troy.
You're just a second.
I didn't do anything right. You always do this, Becky. You always go off on the
You proved it right.
Not yet, at least. Oh boy, Mecha's fuming.
Wasn't even in here, Shane. It was me. I was the only one fucking talking. And you couldn't face the fucking facts that I was right. That off her meds means something completely different than taking chill pills. If you can't admit that, then I'm sorry. You're a fucking moron.
More connected to my
I have no idea the etymology behind that. I was using it the same way that it was being used.
There you go! Thank you, Shane, for admitting it. I have a little bit of
Hell have no fury like a woman who's been scorned. I had to quote that for old time's sake.
You know, it's you guys that keep doing that. Stop that. I have a problem with certain things.
I've told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him.
I came back.
No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
Fine.
Pinky swear.
This is gonna.
Friends for life.
Oh, shit.
Alright, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
I just want you to know, I just want you to know, like, the fact that you're on this panel.
Oh boy.
Tom has been very inviting. We're being very you know, we're having some laughs. Okay, we can't control who says a damn thing in a chat.
You've got the wrong idea. We're just having a friendly chat.
We're all having laughs. Right? So it was
I shouldn't have walked in here.
Okay, whatever you guys do, Mecca, personally,
I don't know this guy. I've never seen him before.
Exactly.
He's probably somebody who trolled me on social media. Probably said some
Here.
stereotype thing. He probably tried to talk down to me like a fucking male feminist. He probably, which is what they do. They always like to talk down to women. They like to say, "Oh, you're off your meds." You know what? You know how hateful and derogatory that is. You know what a sexist piece of shit you are to say that to a woman. Do you understand that by attacking and describing all transgendered and all LGBTQ people as the same stereotype,
There.
that you're just buying into exactly And
Agreed. The sooner the better. Talk to go with it.
supremacists by doing these things, and just because
Besides, Bruce is already banged to hell up. It's not like he needs another being. Here's the thing, it's like it's conflicting, a mix of night and day here.
I don't give a fuck what your name is. I don't give a fuck who you're sleeping with. I don't care what your pronoun is. And I don't care what color of skin you have. Because it's none of my business. I just want my correct change and my correct order. And if you can't fucking do that, then do your job better. And it's not sexist for me to send my order back, alright? And it's not racist. And it's not homophobic. It's not transphobic. And you don't have to fucking hold everybody goddamn accountable. You can sit down, shut up. You can mind your own business. You can grow a pair and realize that you are not.
Oh Christ, I can't escape love.
And then you don't have any right to speak on behalf of others. You can grow some goddamn humility and realize that not everybody is a stereotype. And what the fuck business is it of yours? What do you have, a personal interest in Star Trek? You don't have the fucking payroll? Why do you even care what anybody else does? Mind your own fucking business. Nobody wants Gladys Kravitz, Lisa Simpson. Nobody wants that in society because those are the most horrific people. Those are the people who go around burning women alive in Salem because they were seeing witch everywhere. Do you really want to be that? Do you really want to be that? I mean, who the hell wants to do
Let him
that?
answer, Mecca. Let him answer.
Oh my god, did they find it just
Almost
way
got it.
never took a breath?
No, what the fuck's wrong with you? Who the hell
I
wants to
had
be
it.
a religious zealot?
Here,
What the fuck do you get out of it? By bullying other people?
Alright.
Disagree with
This is
them.
how
What do you put out of bullying?
started.
When do you get off? What do
Doing
you
it, boy.
God, no.
Red's the battery, yellow's the starter, spark one on the other.
Red's the battery, yellow's the other, spark one on the other. There she is.
I'm letting you get your edge. This is the Nick Shapiro tactic. Now don't be calling names. Just over and over again. No, I'm not calling her names.
Whoa.
This is a tactic that bitch
You got my
Nobody's talking about that fucking Shapiro.
One good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle.
I agree with him. I disagree with him. I think
I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains.
And are more useful alive with them.
Well, if you want to do it, you probably want to
That makes sense. Sense is so
She's been through a lot of shit, and I understand where she's
What about
coming from, okay?
money, power,
So am I. Alright. Then you should empathize and understand that she has been terrorized by people like you constantly
just Josh.
for no good reason other than she did not like Star
There
Trek
wasn't even a
Discovery.
bullet in the chamber.
She gets it every single day, Shane, about that.
I have no problem with whether or not she likes Discovery. That was not my
No,
problem.
but here's the thing: is you're condoning people that are doing that, though, Shane.
Let's put some
No, I'm
music
not. Not
on.
whatsoever.
You're doing it.
I've
You're
never
doing
said
it right
anything.
now, man.
Bruce,
No, I'm not.
this is the
I've
lady
never
I
said that
was
all of those people over here that are just
Mhm.
Discovery fans and have a complaint about Discovery should come over here and terrorize you guys.
Isn't
I've never
she
said
a
anything like
That's the
that.
first
You don't need to tell me twice.
Discovery as
guys hit it
fans,
off.
Shane.
Sure.
Well, you
I
followed
can
us
see
the
the
first
funny
time.
side.
Like,
See, I told
what did you type?
Bruce is a good sport.
When I came over the first time,
Benia says you're
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now,
chomping
'cause
at the bit
I was the first one to say, hey,
I'm
you know,
having an idea
there's someone
why.
here, you know,
But
that's not
actually,
happy.
What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
What is it that you
Well,
get out
you
of?
have
I'm
as
just
much
curious.
money
Now,
as
this
I
is
do,
me from
okay?
curiosity, Smith.
Well,
What is it that you
I'm just
you
looking
get
for a
out
little
of it? I mean, I
excitement.
know you're
Excitement.
you're
The man who's got
allied to
everything
these
looking for
communities,
some new
but
toys.
personally, I mean,
You should have seen the way
What do
he
you
took
get
care
out
of
of- what do you
business
get
with the
out
guy
of
in
the
the
public
bar, though,
display
Harley.
for
He
of it.
played him like a
it's not about the public display. I say it in public, I say it in private to say, wait, it's just me.
Well, Shane, you know, a man named George Steinbrenner, who owned New York Yankees, said if you do something nice for someone else and more than
Right
two
now.
people know about it, you did it for the wrong reason.
Here's what you said. Here's what you said, Shane. I just want to refresh it. This is
I
the
got it.
first because, like, we were just having a laugh and oh God, you know, we had more people, you know, watching the stream than Star Trek does.
Oh, John.
And I couldn't believe
He
it.
just
But
doesn't know
type
who he
thanks
is.
for causing the main
You know,
Star Trek channel to
he's
shut
such
off their chat.
private, impressionable.
Transphobic, degrading.
He thinks the world of you.
By grading of the chat. Bunch
So
of
I asked
transphobic
myself,
twats.
what's
Yeah, I was saying
Bruce
that to
Wayne
the group,
want
like the
with
chat
a
group. I
lost
wasn't saying that to
soul
you
like
guys directly.
But again, that
Hang
goes
on,
back to
this
what I
much
said before, though, Gene.
Raises
put
all
that in the
kinds
chat,
of
bro.
questions.
That goes
I
back
was saying that to the
Sorry, I
chatters,
went
the second group
through
of chatters,
a lot
it's
of
the same people that are on the other
I
channels.
still want to know what you think, Trans.
Again, going back to what I said before, Shane, when you first came in here, and we're talking about I should know my audience, and they represent me.
Guys
You
like him
basically
don't
called me a
have
liar
friends
to my
like
fucking
you.
face, Shane. I don't like that. Okay?
And that's where I said something
You
little
got
bit
that
different to
look
what
in
you're
your
saying I
eye.
said.
The
It's just
kind that
ever so
says you're
slightly
trouble.
different.
You come in here, you shit on my carpet.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'll give you the shot to
Reason why I should
Because I don't
trust
think I don't know, Chad. Did I say something? Did he say something different than what I said? But
After
we can go
all,
back and
you're
check.
a
But I'll give
squeaky
Shane the benefit of the doubt that you didn't say
synagogue,
exact that, just so
How am
we
I
can
supposed
take
to
a chill
believe you
pill
won't run
and
to the
fucking move
cops
on
the
from this
first
shit,
chance
Shane.
you
Because I
get?
really
John got
have had
started,
enough of
That's
this
how
kind of
Trump
crap, and I don't like Mecca being stuck in the back
John's
like this.
easily impressed.
Because honestly,
You
dude.
know, Mr. Moneybags?
Because honestly, dude, you
I
were the
ain't.
one that admitted that you knew
You're
who she
gonna
was, and
have
you're
to
acting like
earn
you
my
that you dealt with her.
And it's
And
gonna
I don't know
take
what you
more
said.
than that
Yeah.
billion
To be fair, when I came in and made the comments, I hadn't even noticed that she was in the chat because I hadn't even looked up to see who was in the chat.
Por favor, you know.
You said
No, I
I
legitimately
still
hadn't
don't know
looked
why
up to
this
see
guy
who
is
was
like
in
a rocket scientist and all this other bullshit. He's arguing with a bunch
I'm
of
not a
guys
rocket
over
scientist.
nothing.
Okay, well, let's be clear. You're the one.
Oh my god.
Came in here
Do you
being
have
honest
OCD
about it.
like a motherfucker?
No, not really.
Your friends
Because
just
of-
saying
yeah.
how
Sound like
much
you
you
do.
like
I
to
feel
play.
like I'm talking to Sheldon.
Okay, you gotta understand, Jesse and Rob.
Hey, now.
You gotta understand.
Hey, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Hey, she always does this. This is what she does.
Yeah, you said that several times.
Oh, why did I say that?
Made my
Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, I'm not thinking fully. I'm a little amped up, people.
Midnight's Edge. Who the fuck you think's gonna be on here? I'm the
I
new
don't
guy.
go to Midnight's
These
Edge
guys,
all the time.
these guys are the
God,
they're the
that
columns,
is the
man.
best thing
I was gonna say, I don't
Okay.
watch Midnight's Edge all that often. I don't even really.
Well, and
Well, you know who they are now because they got more viewers than Star Trek.
Well, that's the thing, Shane, is a lot
legitimately, I
of...
didn't know that
Phrasing.
when I made that first
I
comment.
swear.
Okay, so then what...
I did not know.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
holy
listen,
shit.
are you familiar with her or are you not? I mean, because you're sending
Yes, I am familiar with her via Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, now
Okay.
you told me you weren't on Twitter.
John is getting a little
I'm not
jealous.
on Twitter anymore. I used to be on
I
Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Why are you not on Twitter anymore? Does that have anything to do with Mecca?
No, nothing to do with Mecca.
I got banned off of Twitter because of assholes like you.
Yeah, I left
Okay.
Twitter like
Here's what's going to
2017.
happen now.
Alright, that's
Okay,
fair
what's-
enough. Now,
You're
here's the
gonna
thing
go
though, you
get
remember her and
Mama
she don't
a
remember
present.
you. So all we can get is
Come
like your
inside
side of
there.
the story on this, and I'm more than willing to bet that if there was any indiscretions on your part that would be rather sexist towards her,
A
you
little
would
bird
leave
told
those
me
out
that some
anyway.
pretty
I would love to
fancy
give you the
happens
benefit
up
of the
there.
doubt, Shane, but you haven't really
Something
given me a
called a
reason to
phalanx
believe that at this point. Look,
Get it
I ain't
for
thinking
me?
you're a
Oh,
bad
you're
guy,
level.
but you are exhibiting exactly what I get out of every SJW, and that is
Well,
Well,
Meg's pointing out that it may have been 2018. She's saying I'm lying again, but it may have been 2018 when I left Twitter. I can't remember when exactly it was. I thought it was 2017, may have been 2018.
No one
I hear
cares.
this thing opens half the
Moving on,
security
Shane.
systems in
Moving on,
Gotham.
Shane. Point
Yeah,
is,
she's just sitting
you're
there,
conflating
giving
and
me
you're
a lap.
creating
Wait,
this
someone
fucking
to put
truth
it to
of your
use.
own that isn't reality. Shane, I'm just telling you this
What's the
right
matter?
now. And it's clear you
You
don't
better
want
not
to
try
watch
nothing
Midnight's
fishy.
Edge because a lot of
Come
people
on,
like you don't
slap
watch
that
us,
pretty
or you
face.
wouldn't
okay.
act the way you do,
Bruce
you
and I
wouldn't
already-
talk about us the way you do,
He'll do.
and you wouldn't freak out about us the way you do. Because guess
Is
what?
that
All
right?
that does is
Will you
empower
do
us more than you
whatever
think it
I
does.
want?
No, the reason why I don't come on here too often is
Will
because
you
of the stuff
jump
I've seen
when
from
I
fans
say
on other
jump?
content. That's why I don't watch Midnight's Edge too often.
And there you go again.
Well, you should come watch my show.
I got nothing to lose because like this is
Why am I even agreeing to this criminal madness? Sometimes you gotta get close, but if Cuphead has taught us anything, it's that you don't deal with the devil.
Shane, you know, I respect you, the fact that you came up on here, but you know, that's it, man. You know, I had someone come on my show who I could easily have called a racist.
You're
But I ain't gonna
right.
do
Mecca
that.
wants the camera on.
Well, nothing, Shane, but if you know,
Make yourself useful and get me.
Oh my god!
So Shane, you know, I could have easily called him a racist.
There he is! He's revealed himself. He's back in now.
And he was enlightened, I was enlightened, and that's it. I didn't, you know, that's how people talk, man. You know, you're making these, you can't make these blanket statements about people like that, man. That's not cool.
Yeah, it sounds insane.
No, and not for nothing, Shane, but if you had followed this to any degree, you would know that we have said what they're actually doing to this new version of Star
Camera.
Trek is unfair to the
Mr.
trans
Wayne.
community because they're not giving
Yeah,
these
if you could
characters any
please sign
depth. They're
in
just parading
on account of
them
the attack.
around like as if they were P.T. Barnum. You know, you have a guy wheeling around in a wheelchair. You don't know
So,
his name. He's just there
what
being
brings you in?
prop. I mean, the
If you don't
trans
mind me
community
asking.
deserves a lot
There are
better.
no rest for the weary.
I would agree
Or
with
for
that.
the wicked.
Like, and that's
Yeah.
what you're saying, Shane, since
Well
the
said,
beginning.
sir.
Like, none of us really are saying we don't want women or trans people or black people or Latino people or anything
You
like
have
that.
Paulie, the
That's not
Latino
problem.
slant in
That's
here.
not the problem at all. It's the way they're presented. And
It's all been done before. Nothing is new.
Yes, that's the
It's
other
not
problem.
the first time we've ever come to the ceiling and smashed through it.
Oh, dude.
Normal people don't think about this shit. You're obsessed with bullshit.
Becca and I were at Star Trek Las Vegas. We were at a panel, and there is an obvious rift even amongst the cast. The cast from Voyager was saying that the new cast believe they're the first to do these kind of things. And they were saying, no, we've had transgender people on the show before. We've had interracial couples. We've had all kinds of people on the show. Like they're not the first. So even amongst the different casts, there's this dichotomy of perception, I would say.
Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't a very good yarn.
And again, it's like nobody is saying that nobody shouldn't be represented. That's the other misnomer or misconception I think is going on with, you know, the reception of our community from your side of the fence. Nobody is saying any of that shit. Not in the least. I mean, in fact, most of it, just besides the fact that our audience is diverse and we are diverse here, you've insinuated quite a few times that we have this audience that is made up of these people, and I don't see it, man. I really don't.
I didn't say entirely made up of those people.
I know you didn't say entirely, but you're saying that they're in there. And I'll tell you right now, I'll say it. None of those people are welcome as far as I'm concerned. If you're transphobic, if you're racist, if you're any of those things, you're not welcome around here. Okay?
You don't need to say that.
I shouldn't have to. Because you know what?
Wait.
Most people don't. That's the thing, Shane.
I have
That's
to
the
say,
thing. That's what I'm trying to say to you, man.
Exhilarating to
And it's not, I'm not trying to say you're brainwashed, but the media and everybody else and everybody, your friends that are feeding into this stuff, and I'm not even saying that they're not being misrepresented of themselves. The point is, this is all just a big fucking charade, dude. It's a charade. None of this shit is real.
You think I could run a place like this one
Can I
day?
just point this out that whenever Shane talks, like script hasn't said a fucking word. Are these
He's writing this shit down.
Is this the same person?
The beard is a new script.
Yeah, the beer is kind of a new thing. It's a COVID thing. Although I don't keep it full.
And you'd be surprised, and I'm sure you assume, and I'm not gonna say this like in a really harsh way, but I'm sure you're assuming that most of us on this panel are conservative in some way, right?
But that's not the case.
Okay, well, thank you for that, because guess what? That's another misconception, and I'm glad to hear that.
Well, no.
because most of us aren't.
Especially definitely not Robin.
With my language earlier, I'm very careful with how I try to word things usually. But I wasn't directing it at you guys in specific. I was directing it more at a couple of people I saw.
No, but I'm also defending my. But that's the thing. I'm also defending my.
Apologies,
because I
B.
don't really feel like any of my
Unexpected.
First off, Tom can't even vote. He's a felon.
What? You're full of shit.
Just a couple of guests.
Shane, though, to your credit, I do admire the facial hair because it would take me 5 years to grow a beard. It really will.
This has taken,
just
I think since July.
Jesse, you're thinking of the People's Choice Awards. They won't allow me to
Shit.
Back on topic.
Yes, no, Shane, here's the thing, man. We just want good entertainment. We're not out attacking anybody. We're not out doing all these things that the media is trying to portray everybody is doing.
Give him that dead eye stare.
What is between somebody's legs or who they want to fuck, okay? That is
Am I
not our
funny?
problem.
How am I funny? I'm just thinking of that scene from Goodfellas now.
That's your prerogative. I don't know if Jesse's gonna enjoy it per se, but hey, that's between you and him. And I'm just goofing around, man. The
Jesse,
point
just
is,
give me a tap when you're ready.
Exactly. See, thank you, Shane.
I do have a sense of humor, guys.
Thank you. Just show it, man.
I have a question, guys. What did the lowrider say to the Asian?
Don't you fucking tell this joke now.
Come on, man. Hey, don't
All right.
press me, man.
All right, but like you said,
We'll talk about this
Tom, what
later.
were we saying? I don't know.
Look, look, Shane. I'm just trying to show you that we're all people, man. And
Oh yeah, same here.
this idea that everybody is this and I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just this generalized thing that, and I hate to say it, people like you, Shane, 'cause you did come in here basically exhibiting this kind of behavior. Is that there's this world that's made up of a bunch of racist istophobes that need to be attacked at every move. Man, and all it does is create this.
That's completely insane.
No, there's all sorts of people in the world. There's all sorts of guys. Whenever I see something like that, I always make sure to call it out. I don't let things
Like
stand.
when do you see things like that in normal real life?
So, for instance, I'd say,
when you're going to the store, when you're going to the store, you know, to get your shit, you saw some kind of shit you had to get in the middle of.
Forget it, Brucey boy.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm actually going to point out. Is you can't really see it, but I've got a lift that was almost completely busted open about 2 years ago, where I went over to what's called the Capitol Mall here in Olympia. When I went into the mall, there was actually this group of guys that were hassling this girl. I actually stopped them from going out to get her, and I almost got arrested for stopping the group. When I see something like that, when I see people doing stuff, I always intervene. I always step in. I always say something.
Right.
It's built part of my personality.
And most people would, Shane.
Feel a little dirty doing all of this.
And in fact, I would more than willing to bet that any member of our audience listening right now would do the same, Shane. And those are some of the same people that you came in here calling transphobes.
You know, I
didn't call everyone transphobes. I just said
I did not even fucking say that, Shane. Now quit twisting my words. I said some of those people. I did not even say everyone.
Can I just toss something in? Shouldn't it be more of a thing of not wanting to see someone outnumbered as opposed to
flashback
to you our secret lab?
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Shane. I don't know if you've been reading the chat, but outside of Mecca, who I
Wait, isn't this from the past game?
Calm down.
I feel like this is from the past
Hasn't
game.
really been attacking you or anything, Shane. Some of them have been calling you a few names here and there earlier, but you know what? I think they've been pretty
Getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Especially considering what you came in here called
Thank you, Lucius.
And
yeah, I haven't been checking out the chat too much. I've just been seeing.
And that's fine. And that's probably the best thing
Now
for
the
you.
real work starts.
If you're not really new to YouTube, yeah,
it's probably the best thing for you.
If you're new to YouTube, then yes, the best thing to do is not pay attention to the chat.
Because don't worry about it.
Because let me tell you right now,
it's fine. It's fine.
At first, I'm gonna tell you, Shane, like, I'm not expecting us to be any kind of friends or anything like that, man. All I know is that we need to learn to respect each other, and until a lot more people like you can respect the fact that we are not these things that you're trying to portray. And I know you're not saying you directly called us that, but there are people in my chat that I feel like I should defend right now.
Sweetie. Go get it.
And they have that right, because you came in here and you came off that, and you can't even, unless you can prove to me, which you can go back and look at my video, it should still be on there, because I brought it up here.
Roll into the
had
ball.
The chat going for a while before everybody started showing up. Whatever it is, if you go and find this horrible tweet or message, sorry, from whoever it was who's playing this very transphobic, and you screenshot it and you send it to
Why
me.
the lockout?
And it's somebody in my chat that I know I will actually go and talk to that
taking so
individual.
long, Bruce?
But unless you can find that,
saying
Shane,
it won't
I
open
really
without
think you owe
Lucius's
my chat an apology. I really do.
blown up with the rest of it, didn't it?
And I would appreciate it if you did.
Dumb luck.
Yeah, and I can say I apologize to you guys, and I apologize to the audience in general.
Harley's not going to like that.
And again, I'll take care of the other business in private if you really feel that strongly about it. If you really feel like there was this thing that happened in that chat, I will address it. Jeremy and many other people in our community of geeks and gamers, he will do the same thing. We are not above that.
Sneak in the lab for thumbprints.
Shane. That's what I'm saying. We're not what you think we are. But we're also not going to go fucking on
Dinner to
crazy
celebrate
witch
Tiffany's
hunts either.
first day
That's what's
playing
going on, man.
Enterprises.
That's what's going on. It needs to fucking stop. People need to talk to
Hey.
each other instead of fucking doing this shit. And I don't know what you said to Mecca, and I should bring her in here probably to just go off on you, dude. But again, I don't know what the fuck happened, so I'm gonna let it be. I think you've taken your lumps very well and respectable like, and the apologies have been accepted for the most part in the chat. Some people are saying kiss my ass, but you know what? That's their right.
Yeah,
And if you want to apologize to Mecca, that's up to you. I'm not going to ask you to do that, because I don't know what happened between you two before.
Yeah, and I apologize to Mecca. It was so long ago, I don't remember what it was over. I just remember that we did
I've never heard of you before today. No, I've never heard of you. But then again, unless you're like Terry, Tell the Trekkie, or Kaylin, there's a few of them on Twitter who do stalk me across multiple accounts. So unless you're one of those like little handful, I have no idea who you are. So
yeah, I'm not a stalker or anything, and I didn't even realize that you were in here, like in the earlier video part. When I first commented, I didn't even see.
Well, why do you gotta need to? Why do you have to be? Oh, of course she's like that. Why do you have to be so hateful?
Okay, Mecca, you already got your Mecca. Stop. I get it.
Just because of our prior interactions hadn't gone positively, I felt like I was getting yelled at the last time too.
I'm gonna say this. Just Mecca, stop for a minute, please. I love you. Stop. Shane.
Always not hurt too.
Do this for me. Put that energy that you're doing, that you put in and brought into this chat originally. When you see that kind of injustice out there that's been done to Mecca, that's been done to other fans over a fucking show, do the same thing then, Shane. Be fair. That's what we're asking. Be an ally. Yeah, be a fucking ally. Be a true ally.
Stop stereotyping the transgendered and the LGBT and women and minorities, because not everybody's like that. Stop twisting people's words.
Stop acting like groups of people have a handicap and using that to try to make yourself feel like you're more than you are.
Yeah, and I don't think I've participated in any stereotypes per se.
Or even if you haven't, you can call it out. There's people in your community that do. If you see it starts doing it, and if you can prove it to me, I'll tell you what. I'll make a Damn It Shane shirt.
I'm not even sure
and
if
we
it works.
make some money off it, I'll even put a portion of it towards fucking charity if it gets to that point. But otherwise, dude, just look at it this way. You've met some people that are not people you normally thought you'd agree with, and we're not a bunch of fucking racist assholes. Because guess what? Only like 0.001. I know, but I'm just saying the generalized thing, man.
Alright, let's try this again.
There's only like 0.001 of the population is really transphobic or racist that bad, man. Most people are just either ignorant or say silly things or just goofing around and having a sense of humor. And I would love to see a change happen.
There we go.
From you, Shane, all the better. Because then I can say I had something to do with it. Damn it, Shane. Way to go. Instead of damn it, Shane, get the fuck out of my chat. You know?
Don't touch anything.
I touch what I meant when I helped her sleep away.
I just gotta say, Shane, thank you. Just thank you for accepting the invitation to come on.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me on, guys, and just being willing to have the chat with me.
Now plug your channel.
I don't have a channel.
Is it okay if I use the expression and chop it off of me or an add a dick to me?
Hey.
Looking for this.
What the hell, Tiffany? Tiffany.
This is much worse than I thought.
Safe here.
We went into enemy territory as he sees it, but you see we're not, man.
What's going on here?
I don't think
it's complicated.
I don't try to view people that binary that way.
Yeah. Well, that's there are a lot of people.
That's who all this stuff is for.
There are.
I know it. His tech.
Okay, I gotta
be a family
Dad's fingerprints are all over it.
Wasn't even expecting to find her, to be honest.
We love Jesse, but yes, he is that guy.
Yeah, I have a math question for everybody. Y'all know the term pansexual, right? Give me one way of combining sex where it doesn't equate to either being straight, gay, or bi.
What's taking so long in here, huh?
There's only three.
Hey, I know you.
You do them all at the same
We
time.
met at your father's funeral, John.
Why make new terms?
Okay, we need to get physical.
And get it to be 100?
As quiet
I
as
don't care
lab
what
rats.
people do in their
Well, you know the old saying.
as long as it's legal, it doesn't bother me. I'm gonna get through these super chats here quick so we can get out of here. I want to thank everybody for putting up with us. We got Rog Fire, if I'm saying that right, sent in a poopy sticker. Thank you so much. Sporking News, our good buddy Scott said, sub to Latino Slant. Well, of course you should.
Like, we have a choice.
Steven Hutton says this may be script next script. Then Ankaris said before that, Shane, we who do have an issue with the bad writing back characters. That's it, man. Come on. You'd be surprised when you get to know us 10 minutes arms. Okay, that one I did great for. Caught up on that, and I'm going to go back the other way around now. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies says, excellent stream, insight into the SJW mind. Well, you know, honestly, look, I'm not not even trying to
This is the only way to walk away safe.
I hope we made some kind of
Trust
breakthrough
me, it's
here,
the right
at least a
thing to do.
little bit, Shane. That you can kind of see where this is coming from. At least this idea that it's just too much, man. It's one thing to be a bully yourself.
And she's already getting whacked.
This one's going right into the museum of television.
How about that?
Right.
Looks like Brucey Boy's got more than just technology in his life. Keeps his little squeezes down here, too.
Hey now.
Just let her go, Harley.
This is to Shane.
I don't think I will.
Oh.
Not without knowing who this
Yeah, I
vicious
probably
little
have to go with either Hard to Kill or Under Siege 2.
I
The
like
only
her.
Under Siege 2 is
But I
because
don't
it's
know
so
whether
bad it's good.
Well, guess what?
smash her head in.
Skull's gut is
You gonna tell me who she is, Steve? What? Am I gonna have to find out the hard way?
Keep it up with the pair sticker.
We
Thank
grew
you
up
so much, Nikki D. And then Steve
say
and I coming in with, has
she's
anybody read Keanu Reeves' comic yet? Please, anyone? I signed up for it, but I haven't got it yet. I didn't know it was out.
Certainly has your fire, Ruth.
It's all about.
I say?
Just say whoa on every page.
You people killed my dad, didn't you? He
Steven
crashed
Solo.
my father's funeral. And now you're here raiding his lab.
And then,
I
my
whacked
buddy,
a bunch of people in my
came out
time.
with a comic, and
But I don't
just
think your
bought
old
this one as
man's
well. I'm gonna read the sequel to
Then
my
again,
favorite comic.
I sometimes lose track of the names.
I can't believe you associate with these maniacs. These killers.
Lieutenant Kira sends in an Australian $5 and says, Tom and Shane on the ocean.
He's a bad
Valiant Red
Oh,
Ladies-
Jesus.
Valiant.
What?
Sent in $50 says we need to be able to have adult conversations. Yeah, both sides can get out of hand and ugly. One side is 1,000 times more poisonous
Now
than
you
the other
want to be
has to
part of
stop.
the family,
Tears society
don't you?
apart.
At
And that is
least that's what
exactly
you've been saying.
what some people want. Enough. Great show. Thank you. And yeah, we need to wind this out here, and I want to thank
Oh
Stephanie
God,
for
I had to.
talking to us and hearing us out. Stephanie Littlepage says
I don't know. Give me a fucking toss up, cause I don't know.
with all this stuff. Well, the yelling is over. Shane has apologized, and we apologize for being, little dicks coming in at first too.
Let it go.
But you know what? At the end of the day, we're all people.
Oh Christ.
Damn it, Shane. Thank you for coming on.
And if you stick around, I am going to try to get you to join the world of
He found it in the vault. Right on the
Don't
counter.
listen, you check. Just get me.
Is that a fact?
You can meet Sunny Cat.
Maybe we don't need to kill ya. At least not yet.
Do nothing but get you in trouble and almost get you killed on Fremont
That
Street.
don't look like nothing special.
Don't you worry. Now let's just get out of here.
on Fremont Street on any given night?
Excuse me.
Just go get you high with celebrities at Star Trek.
If they say yes.
Hurry it up.
Real crappy Discovery.
Corey Sagawa sends us a $5 super chat, and with that, I think that's no better place to end this. We're gonna do some koalas in the rain. I think we all need a laugh. Starting the clip here. Thanks again, Shane, for coming in. Thank you, everybody.
Wayne Manor, about 5:49 p.m.
Are you alright?
Enjoy.
I think we have to have that conversation.
Fine.
Take care,
Yeah.
everybody. We'll catch you next time.
Rain. No fucks given. And that's it. Oh, good lord, what the hell did I just witness? Alright, folks. Okay, we'll go back.
Keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
My heart stopped when I saw that mad woman coming at Tiffany. I was certain she was going to kill her. That young woman is smarter than both of us.
And that scares me.
It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her?
I don't know.
You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her. I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life.
You're right.
Yes,
I'll
they
be as
do.
honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good. With regards to tonight's other catastrophes, Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry, he'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
Thanks,
And
Alfred.
replace tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Oh, thank you, Alfred.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your business client's cover story is going to cause problems. She seemed to be thoroughly unsettled after your encounter. After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
Maybe.
It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
You're always so good at this, Alfred. You'll figure out the right thing.
Yes, I suppose I will. Bruce.
Yes?
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful and good luck.
Been a busy night.
Okay, hold on. Let me check something here. Okay, check. We good? Oh shit, that was an unexpected match. Sorry about that, guys. Here, just my mic's still working. It accidentally disconnected. We now go back to the regular game.
Good to see you on your feet again.
Sorry about that.
You're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up in the coroner's office.
Oh, sorry.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him.
Nope.
Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Yeah, I know what she's done. I feel a little sorry.
Fucking gun for
It's gotta be rough on a person.
Just to be
going through all that.
Save your sympathy for her victims.
Jim.
The woman is a menace.
After what happened.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day. But for now, listen to her.
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning her out.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she?
Not that I'm aware
She's
of.
jammed you up somehow. Just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
Relax, Jim.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Jim, listen to me. I need you to let me handle this.
I've still got your back, no matter what.
I know.
I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Best laid plans and all that.
You didn't choose this profession because it's easy. You do the job, or you don't.
You're absolutely right. Well, I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment. Yeah. Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of the city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, Wouldn't impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You could say that.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
A vote of confidence. I'm touched, Waller.
Credit where credit's due. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know we're here.
No one gets killed.
Really?
Oh, my mouse failed me! My mouse fucking failed me!
Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
You're in. Corner of finger and 18th.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
All right. Here we go.
It's the disguise. I'm honestly impressed with the progress I've been making. Bold 5 points. 8:27 p.m.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway. Home away from home. The end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
This is certainly an unexpected welcome.
After you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the failing scheme. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here. Whoopsie. What the?
Lights are out.
Turn it off, now!
Can you do something about this?
Yeah, only if you untie me. Yep.
What have you done?
What have you done? Mister, please! Oh no! I'm going to go full Arnold now! Stop me!
Don't screw this up.
Not like I have a choice.
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice.
I'll seal you both in the ice! Turn it off now!
Don't get that electricity back on immediately. I'll send you to a frozen hell.
Oh, wait. Okay. Follow the guide up there. I think this should... Wait a minute. Okay. Check. Wait. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this guide out here. This changes the switches to specific colors. What the? It's turning some of them on and off. First schematic matched. So I need to do the second schematic. Turn that one on. Match the remaining schematics. That's what I figured it was. Now turn this one on. Got it. I make no apologies in advance.
At least we know that it works.
No shit.
Nora. See how she is.
Apologies in advance for any Arnold puns, especially the ice ones.
I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. Still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Wait. The match the remaining schematics thing is still showing, or was still showing there. That's odd. It doesn't disappear until the next scene.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you after all the trouble I caused.
Oh shit, you're a wild card, Harley.
Noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit. Well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Bert. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
I'm always pushing buttons to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
I'll be honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But don't push your luck. You ain't like
Sometimes you have
these
to be
others.
ruthless.
Veins a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze.
Sometimes I've had to be ruthless.
Believe me, he's got heaps of potential. He's still a grown boy.
Don't know how Japanese.
You though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it.
Oh.
You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually.
Eventually, huh?
That EMP though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them.
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Sure.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab.
Yep.
Here's the thing
Trying to cure his wife.
Only thing he gives two hoots about is
Trying to cure his wife, Nora.
everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean
So much so to the point where it nearly
Job,
killed him.
health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead.
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
I doubt his wife would approve if she realized what he's become.
She'd probably never want to wake up. Exactly.
So he'd be better off not getting what he wants.
That's enough.
You can say that again, but he might not want to hear it. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
Right. Now.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show me got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much
Real
time
man's
for that
man.
machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
And one last thing.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
No.
No, I just simply thought you might want someone to listen.
That's real goddamn presumptuous of ya.
Whoa.
If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life?
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can of potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
Freeze. Bane. Oh god, and these two were in fucking Batman and Robin. I'd rather not enter her office. Now, who should I talk to first? I'll talk to Mr. Freeze.
I heard about your wife, and I...
Whoa!
Hear me out. I might be able to help.
What do you mean? You'll answer me if you're smart and understand the concept of self-preservation.
I know pain. What it's like to lose a loved one.
I can't imagine anyone knowing anything like what I've experienced. But I do know of your family tragedy. Perhaps you may know what it's like.
Yes.
What if you get caught? Sent to prison. What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her. Continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Your wife deserves it, right? The innocent deserve our protection.
You're right about that much.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Any tips on handling Bane?
I don't know. Go talk to him.
Well, this might get ugly.
Good luck.
Thank you. By the way, if I were still playing this without OBS running or slobs running,
I don't have time to sort through all this. Not with them watching me.
perhaps I should go talk to Bane then.
What would Harley need with an EMP? I can't risk tampering with it.
Yeah. I probably still would have frame rate jumps, but I think they would be probably minor. The more I think about it. I do wish there was a way to speed up. Ignore the shielding.
I was hoping to get another chance to speak with you.
Thirsty work. My throat is dry. Fetch Wayne.
It's out. Get the poster. Oh. Where would I go? The goons, as JD would say. Too bad none of them have the... I wonder if I should go in here and see what happens. Maybe John can give me some of that.
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you. Like, so good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before at your office. Making me look good.
Actually thought you'd be mad about what happened before Wayne Enterprises. Harley really seemed to be...
Not at all. Harley and I talked and talked about how lame you are. It was by far the longest we've ever talked without her losing interest. It was great. I should have known right when we pinky sweared that everything would work out great.
Harley wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think you're well on your way to doing just that. And I've been doing, you know, what I can to help too. You didn't catch it? It looked like Bane might kill you. I set off that EMP, you know, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze.
Wow, then I owe you my life, John.
It's what pals do. I know you do the same for me. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you too. Because I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Neither do I. Say...
Priska.
Bane loves that beer. I bought some for when I need to talk to him.
Perhaps I should use it.
Scarier than anybody in Arkham.
There...
Did you have one here?
Oh, that spot was for Batman.
You like Batman.
What's not to like? I only saw him for a second in Arkham, but... Oh man, I'd love to see him again.
Maybe you will. Alright, back out. I have what I need. I don't need to keep spending any more time than I need to. I have a feeling if we keep at it, we might be able to get a little head start on the next episode. Alright, give him what he wants.
Just thought you looked thirsty.
Give him what he wants.
Please, come.
Sure. You know what's funny? Is that many years ago, around the time Batman and Robin came out...
And killed your friend. Someone did that to me. I'd bomb their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know. Are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
Funny thing is that many years ago, around the time Batman and Robin came out, Arnold Schwarzenegger would have probably actually been perfect war for Bane.
Deserve such an end, but you have it.
Considering that basically, you know, Arnold in general, he obviously would have been the ideal candidate choice to have for, say, for Bane, as opposed to Mr. Freeze, considering Mr. Freeze is very more nerdy-ish, very more weaselly spined-it, and that you could have maybe had a more comic-ish actor play him. If we look actually, though, by the way, on IMDb, of potential candidates, one of them I know off the top of my head that was also rumored to be playing Mr. Freeze around the time of Batman and Robin was Sylvester Stallone. Also equally as poor a choice as Arnold was. Oh dear. Wait, who the hell are you?
There can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim. Only one of you walks out of here. You know me. The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head, the sooner we get this over. Fine. I'll prove it.
Well then, looks like I don't have a choice then. You know what's actually funny? Yeah. Oh, if we could look up other choices, there's possibly someone better to choose from. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That's the mantra of Cobra Kai. And by the way, Batman and Robin is still the only live-action appearance of Batgirl of any kind in a film. Batman movie, which is sad.
The package is moving.
What's going on?
The job we've been getting ready for.
Freezes 27 nice puns.
Good. I'm ready.
Not so fast, the money bags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne. In or out?
The aristocrat is not afraid to dirty his hands. I say we add him to the pack. In.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. You can be trusted. In.
Excellent.
Bruce is strong and smart, handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys. Where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in.
Excellent.
To ride, pal. Make sure that EMP shielding is on those APCs. I don't need any surprises. Time to get that package.
Remember, when we work together, no one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours.
First Gotham, then the world.
Somebody grab that thing. It's important. Let's go hit him with the hide.
If I could find it. There we go, chapter 5. So I think we'll be done, hopefully, and we can get a start on episode 3. Midtown Heights, 11:40 p.m. Funny enough. Oh, here's something interesting I think you'd like to know. I could just start reading off Batman and Robin trivia. Apparently Chris O'Donnell revealed that despite hanging out with Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot off set during film promotion, they never worked a single day together because there were stand-ins.
We have almost reached the target vehicle.
No.
You are providing our escape.
Waller, on the move with targets. Track the signal. Get your people here now.
We've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Let me see if I can find it.
Now we do this.
Wait, what in the...
I gotta say, Bruce, now that we're actually
We have an obstruction ahead. Both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons.
Oh boy, this is gonna get good.
Not engage.
Okay, so Hulk Hogan was actually Joel Schumacher's third choice to play Mr. Freeze. Again, terrible fucking casting. You'd want someone a little more on the weak weasel kind of side. And there goes the power. Kind of like Rick Moranis, I suppose. Alright, let's go. Let me see if there's anyone actually listed. Alright. It's showtime. It's showtime. Don't do anything stupid.
Face it, you're outmatched. Nobody has to die here.
There you go.
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze! Open the door. Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. No sudden moves and no talk.
Strike it. Go on, quickly. You're wondering what's in there. Find out if it's enough. Back off, or I'll shoot.
What's wrong? Gun jammed?
We don't have time for this. We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on you.
Thanks.
I leave this cleanup to you, but hurry.
Ugh.
Then seize the cargo. Get out of here.
Waller, where are you?
Oh dear.
Waller here. Let them have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
The package. Let them have it. It's not worth my agents' lives.
Don't even
be serious. You were supposed to be here.
Oh, this isn't going well. Whoa!
That was my ride! Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles!
Oh shit, they're coming in.
Damn it.
You can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
I don't want to hurt ya, but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete. Lights out.
Put out that fire!
Hmm?
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
They say a warrior's dead.
Head off Bane or head off Harley? Harley.
Lucy, come join the fun. Keep your arms and legs inside the rod.
Oh my. Oh boy.
What do you want with us? What the hell is she? Stay.
Stay down.
That was fun. Kinda.
Don't worry.
Be a sweetheart and give me a hand with the luggage.
Hmm?
Damn it, Bane! Can you get in the damn car already?
Uh-oh. He's going to inject himself again with the serum. Okay, here it is. Here's some rolls. Have a listen to this. Oh, shit. shit. So Ed Harris, Patrick Stewart, Hulk Hogan, Sylvester Stallone, and Anthony Hopkins were considered. I guess Harris might have fucking worked, maybe. Maybe Patrick Stewart and Anthony Hopkins. Out of those three, if you had to force me to pick from that list, if I actually had the power of my finger to cast Mr. Freeze, and you gave me all the possible choice, and you listed those, I'd probably have to pick either Harris, Stewart, or Hopkins. Hogan and Stallone, nah. Gonna cut it. Yeah, because chiseled like a glacier. That was part of the fucking problem, basically, with Freeze's portrayal. Not to mention a lot of the sympathetic shit.
He will survive, and he won't let this slide. Freeze is right. If he makes it back, he's gonna be furious.
Oh no, was so scared.
Well, you know he's stronger than all of us.
All right. We got the package. Be grateful you're around to see it.
I wonder what's inside.
Intrigued, Brucey? Wanna know what's inside? Go on, open it.
Oh. Let's open it. Now, what could be in it? It's the Riddler's corpse!
I thought he stank when he was alive.
Holy
You really put us through a lot of trouble, Mr. Smarty Pants. Getting yourself killed like that. We needed you for the next stage. I've got what you need.
Well, well, well.
For the right price.
If it isn't Catwoman, I knew she'd eventually be back. What, you didn't think we'd not see her? Considering I got the possibly worser end of the relationship by the end of the first game by not saying the right words. Who knows? We leave John feeling happy. We leave Gordon feeling worried. We leave Waller feeling content. We leave Alfred content. We leave Harley happy. Tiffany's freaked out. And let's see. I didn't convince her to hand over the key, but she just dropped it anyway, so yeah. We called Gordon. We paid Willie off, basically. Violently. You and 42 calmed him down and tried to calm him down. Followed Harvey Lee in the convoy, minimized casualties. Yeah, of course we pinky sweared. Why wouldn't we? Too bad everything's gonna go to shit and it's not gonna be my fault anyways, like Snitsky says. It wasn't my fault. Yep, episode 3, Fractured Mask. As the pressure to uncover the impending attack on Gotham intensifies, Bruce navigates his dual identity and his relationship with new allies. Not really new, but it looks like we're getting a head start on this one. I'm actually glad that episode was a bit shorter, too. Okay, I'm going to take a short 5-minute break here, and we'll be back here. So then I'll start the game, and then we'll continue with this episode. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, everybody, I'm back. I just needed a moment to clean up and pick up a few things, so, okay, episode 3. Let's go ahead and start it. I'm actually glad that that last episode was shorter. These Telltale things feel like mini-series. I kind of wonder with all the, not to bring up the whole Star Wars, Gina Carano, Mandalorian fiasco, but if Mandalorian gets cut off so soon, I have to wonder... would Mandalorian just end there as is? Like a mini-series? I wouldn't mind if it would. You could put it on Letterboxd and I could mark it as watched. And what can I say, though? People will go crazy with it.
In order to protect the city. But when faced with a new breed of criminals calling themselves the Pact, the direct approach was met with disaster.
Of course.
I had to don a different mask. As Bruce Wayne, I infiltrated their ranks. The plan was to get in, set the trap, and get out. But the plan failed. Now they're one step closer to their goal. And all I have are questions.
And furthermore,
what is the Pact really after?
An ally from her...
Why steal Riddler's body?
And furthermore, an ally from your past is
Friend
bang.
Or foe?
Nice place you got here.
And yes, that is Laura Bailey doing the voice, for those of you who've never bothered to play it, who didn't play the previous game, or it's been a while since you played it, so you probably forgot that she did. Funny, because Batman was Bruce and Selina, they bang in the last game, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait a minute. No. Laura Bailey's married to Travis Willingham, not Troy. Not Troy. I'm in everything Baker.
Charmed.
Be gentle. This is Mr. Wayne's first foray into the field of felonry.
Enchanté.
Oh, I didn't know this party was so formal.
You got the toy we talked about, beautiful?
Yeah, shit. Sorry, I
Get the lady
kind of wanted to make a joke there, but that kind of fucked shit up.
Doing this out of the goodness of her heart like the rest of
What a shame.
Brucey,
what are you gonna
be a
do?
doll and give Kitty a hand. I ain't touching that popsicle. I got some thinking to do.
Oh, let's get to it. What are we doing?
Well, we're going to extricate the body. Riddler built a secret back door into the security system of his old employer. I need to scan his eyes and then create a retinal key for them. Then I'll use the key to make goggles, and we can open whatever doors he could. Help me lift.
Okay. Get up.
This wasn't the original plan.
I know that.
He was supposed to be alive.
I know this wasn't part of the plan. I altered the deal.
Get his head in a good position.
I altered the fucking deal. Oh, hold on. My mouse is failing me.
That's far enough.
There.
Dig the plates under his lids. Press the button and scan away.
Okay, scan Riddler's eyes.
Ugh, that's
for Catwoman. I know, sweetie, but it is what it is. It's gotta do it.
What the hell did they do to him? And what's with the refrigerator coffin? Why would the agency transport him like this?
Keep the body cold.
This doesn't add up, Bruce. Bruce, I'm sorry about Lucius. I'm guessing it wasn't a gas leak or whatever the news said.
You're right. Riddler killed him. But it was meant for me.
Damn it, Bruce. This isn't all on you.
I wonder if...
On to the next.
I am kind of curious, though, about one thing. Excuse me.
I didn't know what I'd be walking into with this group, but I certainly didn't expect it to involve you. And I know you're no stranger to peril, but you shouldn't be here. So, what gives?
I wouldn't exactly say I'm part of the team.
Also, the sky is blue. Now you say another obvious thing. This is the game we're playing, right?
Let me look something up here.
Whatever your plan
I
was.
wonder if
must have gone
Willingham
horribly
doesn't look
awry
like
for you to
Travis
end up here
Willingham.
like
Laura
this.
Bailey's husband had a voiceover role in this game.
One question.
Or wait, am I on the right page? Yeah, I'm on the right page. Hold on.
Did you come back for me?
Yes, Bruce. Because the world revolves around you.
Ooh.
I'm amazed you can fit that big head of yours under your little criminal cap.
Sorry, I was just looking at another voice actor's page. Just thinking of a joke.
His peepers never looked so good. John.
My girlfriend told me to call her by her real name over the internet. I had read my voice that I had read a message I replied asking, "Is that your real name?" I had it read it a particular way in my mind. Just kind of a different way. Like I read it in my head. Like, oh, hold on 1 second. Oh boy, he's pissed.
You overstepped when you left him. And now it's time to pay the price.
No. Oh, this one's actually got some brains. Everyone else better be smart too. You.
Okay, you didn't say the magic word.
When this is over.
Did it occur to any one of you people that the job we just pulled went sideways a little too quick? I think they knew we were coming because the little rat told them. They was right to beat up his guy before we left to hit the convoy. He just beat up the wrong one.
Hmm?
Since he couldn't deliver, I'm taking over the case. And I'm not gonna let whoever it is stop me from getting what I want. This leak, it nearly caused the demise of Gotham's favorite luchador.
Really now?
So now, no one moves, no one breathes without my say-so.
I'm sorry, that's a little hard.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And whoever it is gonna find their insides suddenly al fresco.
Whoa.
That make you nervous, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Hey, I'm on your side, Harley. There's no need for threats.
Yeah, right. She'll remember that.
Excuse me, Peanut Gallery? You got something to say?
Wayne pulled his own out there. Saw it with my own 2 eyes.
I ain't gonna let a good effort go unnoticed.
Hmm.
Then, let's get back to work.
I was saying...
If anyone else has
I had
any
read the
issues
"Is that your real
with
name"
order,
message I typed out in the voice of a particular character. I mean, particular...
Lead us to our
I guess...
and all will be
Is there really no beating around the fucking bush? I guess around a particular... Playhouse Disney show. Stanley! I read that voice in my head. Hold on.
Thanks for...
Gotta give my props to this guy.
Hey, it's tough in the trenches.
Oh shit.
we gotta
Yes,
look out for
I
him.
read it in the voice of fucking Stanley. Why do I bring that particular show up? Well,
Hiya, Bruce.
because another voice actor I was looking up in particular.
Because apparently you're so capable.
There was a particular
I got an errand for you.
voice I was looking up
I know just about everything about
in my
River's
mind
plan,
that
but
had a
kept
role
one card
in
close
Saints
to his
Row
chest.
2.
The location
It's one of the
the
male
job.
voices.
Took the secret to
Mm,
his
you could
grave.
select their voice.
Now I got his laptop,
And it's like,
but look at this.
okay, who do I select for the voice, basically? 'Cause if you pick a male character, you have 3 voice options. You can either make him sound like a black guy, a Mexican guy, or... Hold on, let's see.
This is where you
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Seems like that's a Harley problem.
You don't get it, do ya?
Oh.
My problems.
Oh fuck, what was I thinking? I'm not thinking!
Riddler had a beef with his former employers.
Oh, what am I doing? I bring it up because, you know, in Saints Row you can make your character look like you in real life. The problem is, in the second game, there's not a matching voice depending on who you are. If you're a full white-blooded or red-blooded sort of American white male voice. I know it sounds like I'm saying much. Well, at least not in a program. Because here's the thing: you either make him sound black, make him sound Mexican. And again, I am a quarter Mexican, so I guess I can kind of get away with that. Or the third one, you make him sound like Dennis the fucking Fish from Stanley. Yeah, and that's basically the voice. Because, what's his name here? Look at Jess. Charles Soshin. Sohnessi. I can't quite pronounce his fucking name, but he played Maxwell Sheffield in The Nanny back in the 90s, for those of you who are old enough, and had a few other voiceover work in video games.
After all, she knew it.
And Saints Row 2 was one of them, so it's like, great, not only does he gotta sound British, he has to sound like Dennis the fucking Fish from Stanley.
What's that guy's story?
It's just, I bring that up for no real reason. Yeah, I bring that up for no real reason other than I'm honestly kind of getting a little
that's not a good thing.
out of my mind right now. Oh boy, he's getting closer to full Joker gear.
Tell if you see anything that ain't on the up and up.
You. Don't worry, Bruce is my best friend.
By the way, after
Sweet, innocent puddin'. Friends have the easiest access to stab you in the back.
oh god, Joker's gonna get full point. You know what's actually funny? After the movie Joker, after Murray gets what he deserves, if you look close enough on the camera guard, basically, when Arthur Fleck fully becomes the Joker and puts the camera in view, the way the lighting is, the colors of the suit actually more resemble the old school attire for the Joker that we all know and love so much. And it's true, some men just want to watch the world burn. You gotta love Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker as well. Jesus Christ, Joaquin Phoenix just brought a whole new fucking level. I'm just thinking about that, by the way. If you haven't seen Joker, please fucking do. It is phenomenal of a movie.
Thought the event part was an odd choice. I mean, the mold risk alone.
Why don't you two go that way and see if anyone's around?
Come on, John. We'll go check the other side.
Meow.
Easy. How in the hell does...
Waller.
Glad you answered. We need to talk.
Oh, Christ.
Listen about the convoy. We couldn't get to you safely. The EMP blast knocked out my ability to communicate with my field agents.
I know.
Sorry. It obviously wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Thanks for the apology.
I'm trying my best here, Bruce. I hate to say it, but I underestimated just how ruthless and capable these freaks are.
Oh, no shit. Say it with... Huh? Say it with... Say what? Oh, no. Oh, God, I know. Fucking... You guys have been buzzing about fucking... Who the supposed... the modern-day Maharaja... Gender Mahal...
It's fine, John.
Oh, good grief. I can't fucking finish it. I'm kind of drained, man. And I saw all the discussions and AWN, the supposed Hall of Famer that fucking...
This is our chance to get ahead of this train.
Supposed Hall of Famer, as I dub it, that Paul White mentioned, or Hall of Fame worthy signee that Paul White mentioned on Dynamite. And he's gonna reveal it on Sunday only for people to be let down, and people are going fucking crazy. To be honest, I have no idea who it could honestly be, if I'm being perfectly honest here. Like, there's really no fucking point. Like, because I don't know who it's gonna be. Like, who is it honestly gonna be?
Don't worry, I brought my key.
Could be RVD. I mean, I suppose. It probably seems the most plausible, too. He probably seems the most plausible ones.
Hey, I believe in you, John. You show that wall who's boss.
You can do it! I have to say it like that.
Why don't you jimmy it open?
Thank you. Yeah, I guess it could probably be Rob Van Dam. He's the most plausible, because I've seen people say CM Punk. I've seen people fucking say Kurt Angle. I've seen people say Batista. I've even said people say fucking Brock Lesnar. Nah, it ain't gonna be CM Punk. Some fucking people even mention Brock Lesnar, which is just insane. I'm pretty sure the guy is WWE lifer. Oh, hello, who the hell are you?
Wait a minute. I know you. You're Bruce Wayne.
And do I know
Guilty
you?
as charged.
Guy here in trench coat with fucking fedora? Cause it ain't Winkara, I'll tell you that much.
What you're doing out here. This isn't exactly the Heights.
Oh, good grief.
It looks like you're
Hurricane Helms, no chance, man. Helms is still a producer in
Detective
Bullock.
Detective Bullock. Right.
Bullock, huh?
Look,
There's no chance for Helms, considering he's a producer still. Or he seems to kind of get around, I suppose. I suppose him making that cameo.
activity around here, and you're acting suspicious.
Come on now, Detective.
My guess is that that cameo was a one-off during that time Shane Helms was furloughed, and it was probably done as a favor because he's friends with Matt Hardy in real life, so... That's if I had to take a guess.
Maybe this will make me look good with the boss.
I'm just trying to think, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not even gonna try to guess. I'm just gonna let the surprise happen naturally, and we'll see what happens. Not everyone has been announced in that ladder match. There is a surprise entrance, so... There we go. Episode 3. The Fractured Mask. I'm just gonna let it happen and see what happens. Everyone's buzzing off about Jinder and Kali and all sorts of shit. Oh, good grief. Honestly, I've just been wrapped up in my own work. I'm gonna be honest. Just been piling on and piled on and just... I've had enough of it.
It's even worse than I expected.
No shit.
The man I knew was flawed, but he could still muster a little warmth.
Huh, sounds like you knew a very different Riddler than the one I met.
No shit.
I wish he'd never come back to Gotham.
Me too.
There's hope for everyone. I don't think any of us are beyond reach.
Really?
Yeah,
Someone
really.
once told me I was nothing more than a thief.
Uh-oh. What? Did I say that?
You knew him best. Where do you think he'd keep any info on what we're after?
Well, not to state the obvious, but it's probably behind a riddle or a puzzle somewhere.
Oh, I call the downstairs bedroom.
Careful, John. This place is probably a death trap.
Follow him, Bruce. I don't want John's curiosity to get us killed.
I don't need anything here. I'm having bad flashbacks after what happened last time to this fucking area.
Tempted to touch something.
Don't! I already have enough anxiety from dealing with this in that fucking safe trying to open it. I don't need you to give me any more, John. Johnny.
TVs does one guy need?
Probably afraid he'd miss something.
I mean... multi-monitor setups are a thing for a reason, Bruce. Sadly, I don't have one, and I don't have the space for one, but I should probably fix that.
Handcart. Wonder what he was moving.
Potential victims. Fuck this chamber. This thing was a fucking mess, people.
You gotta admire the ingenuity.
I
It's a wonderful toy.
I
It's a
do.
wonderful way to lose your hand.
But at the same time, yeah.
They say Curiosity killed the cat.
And video killed the radio star, my dude. Hey, what if...
Let me help you out there, Bruce. I don't want you to bend your collarbone.
Yeah, and I don't want this fucking thing to set off. Alright, give me the thing, will ya? What the fuck? Oh no.
Welcome to the maelstrom.
Oh no.
Deeper and deeper you go. This is the vortex of life, pulling you down into its depths.
And holy shit. And the thing was rigged. What the fuck?
Work, you sleep, you die. At all times, 1 foot in the grave until the second inevitably follows. You have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler's hiding in here.
Perhaps. Explore the workshop to solve Riddler's puzzle. You work, sleep, die.
A little grim.
A little boring is what it is.
Maybe. There's a switch. I'm not gonna touch those Tesla coils.
Tesla coils.
They're gonna shock me, so I better not touch them.
This whole place is an electrical death cage.
If these start sending out energy, we'll all fry.
Perhaps this is the only
You're
one?
not ready to die just yet.
Huh?
Oh wait, yes you are.
Shit! Oh! You motherfucker! Well, that...
Work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler's hiding in here.
It's best not to touch those fucking coils.
Hey, Bruce, I've been wanting to talk to you. Alone.
You have?
I don't like how cozy Catwoman was with Riddler.
Because he was a killer?
Because he was rude to me.
Oh, yeah.
We need to stick together. I don't trust this kitten one bit. You know what they say about a black cat crossing your path?
You're right, John.
I am. Of course I am.
Just stroke his ego a little bit.
In case she tries to make a move.
Just stroke his ego a little bit. Everyone needs it. Just to be assured. You stroke their ego too much, you get Leonard Part 6 and fucking Ghost Dad. And no one wants to be either of those. Not just because Bill Cosby is a scumbag of a human being. Workbench.
This is where he built his boxes.
Here's the work. Here's the work. A floorboard. Hey. What do we have here? A pressure plate.
To truly understand my mind, you must first walk a mile in my... Certainly, you know the rest.
You work.
Be careful what you said on those.
Yeah, because you work, you sleep, you die.
Tesla coils.
Oh yeah, we already figured that out, and then if they fry us, we're fucked.
Death cage.
If these start sending out energy, we'll all fry.
I can't stand on that button just yet. Maybe I should examine this plate. Have to walk a mile in his Take a look.
Work, sleep, death. A little grim.
A little boring is what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. I have to explore this workshop. Not like I can just touch these Tesla coils. Ugh, fucking hell. I'm trying to...
You have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
Okay, I'm lost on this fucking puzzle.
Clues to whatever Riddler's hiding here.
Okay, I'm lost. I cannot even be asked. Okay, so there's several clues. Work, sleep, and death. We cannot touch or step on the switch. Okay. Go up here. Let's go up here and look at something. I can examine them. Okay, there we go. That wasn't working.
Sure proud of his exploits, wasn't he?
Of course. Shoes. Ah. There's a pressure plate. What if I put the shoe on this pressure plate?
I take you by night, by day take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
That sounds positive.
Alright. Go put the other shoe on the other plate there. Alright, I'm gonna... place the shoe. Here we go.
This is my city. This is my plan. Nobody will interfere.
If that's there, then what do I do? I've already put the shoe there. Pressure plate. Oh god, fucking Paramount Plus adverts. This cannot be a coincidence. Now stand on the one that now I think we can stand on it.
Oh goody. It looks like you've got both feet in the grave.
There we go. Puzzle solved. God, probably was more simpler than looking, but still. But then again, these Telltale Adventure games started to really move away from the puzzle ones. Like, when you compare them to a lot of the older stuff, and then compare it to the later games, it's obvious that the change happened sometime around, I think. Sometime around, I think, Walking Dead is when their style finally came into fruition.
And I mean to fulfill it.
We'll go first. Make sure it's safe.
Bruce, you care about me that much? And here I thought I was losing you to her. I'll be on the next one, so don't die before I get there.
Kick the thing.
He's something charming and unnerving at the same time.
Of course.
So, now that we have a moment, care to fill me in? Care to tell me the real reason you're doing this? Out with it, Bruce.
I'm undercover.
For yourself? Isn't Bruce Wayne kind of always undercover? Or is it the other way around?
No, yes, I'm undercover working with a group called the Agency.
Let me get this straight. You're partnered up with someone? I hope they meet your high moral standard. I didn't come back to Gotham to start up this dance again. But seeing as how both our lives are on the line, let's try to be professional. We can work together. For now. If we have to.
You can relax. This is only business.
Yeah,
We're here
nothing
to find a
personal.
black site, remember?
Good. Great, actually. Thank you.
Perhaps keeping things professional now will mean better on in the later run.
Now it's my turn. Why are you here? You're not really in bed with this pact.
And what if I am? Maybe I need the money. Maybe I don't. Who knows? The world's a complicated place.
You're better than that.
You once told me I was nothing more than a thief. So this is surprising.
Yeah, well, people change.
You two get a move on. Playing guard is getting pretty.
Just another minute. We've got it under control, John.
Fine. We've got a job to do. Remember.
Let's just see what this is all about. This might hold the black site location.
Okay, that's obviously not gonna work. Perhaps there's somewhere else.
Encrypted. Just like the laptop. There must be something nearby we can use.
Look at that fucking cane of his.
Didn't Riddler carry one of these in Europe?
He did, but they were purely aesthetic.
I figured as much. It's gotta be something.
You think it might be a trap?
Maybe. But we already made it past the line of security, so maybe not.
Your certainty is assuring.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh. Hello.
USB drive.
Perhaps. Perhaps. I should use it.
Here we go.
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files.
Project Lotus.
Project Lotus.
Sanctus.
Retinal scan required.
Fuck.
Shit. I haven't made the goggles yet.
Retinal scan. Timeout. Hephaestus protocol enacted.
The decryptor!
Oh! Great. One step.
What Sanctus is, no?
I heard stories on jobs. Best I can
One
piece
step
together,
forward, two
they're
steps
brutal
back.
to- No good is generous. They're scary.
Great.
One thing's for sure. We're not getting any more info off that thing.
Yep.
Well,
We are
Riddler's laptop.
FUCKED.
The decryptor probably works with that as well.
Everything okay down there? Send the lift back up.
I should have come back sooner and reeled Riddler in, but I didn't. Knowing he was tangled up with Sanctus, and what he did to Lucius. This is my fault. My mess to clean up.
By yourself? I can help.
Why? Do I look like I need your help? You don't have the code to do what needs to be done here, Bruce. You want to do this your way? You'll have to beat me to it.
Wow. Oh. Oh, hell. Damn it.
What are you doing?
Balancing the scales.
What?
You are not leaving here with that.
Oh, honey. I'm already gone.
Damn. Here we go. Oh, what the hell? Switch. Perhaps I can get
Resourceful as always.
right in the mommy daddy button. And Bruce no sells it. Watch the button. If that gets triggered.
It's been fun. You've gotten rusty.
You haven't gotten past me yet.
Oh boy. Whoa.
Slow down a bit. You're coming out blurry.
You ain't gonna need me there.
I forgot how skilled you are with your hands.
Ooh. Leaning on a little bit thick there.
Is that all it takes to get your guard down? Tisk tisk.
Oh! Oops, I didn't react in time, and it looks like I'm going for a... Damn it, you damaged the CRTs.
I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't. And I love it.
John, stop.
Move, John.
No, you don't. Sweep the leg. Oh, down the stairs.
Sorry, Bruce, but I'm taking Harley's laptop for myself, and I'm finishing this my way.
Harley's laptop, huh? You and I, we're going to talk. Somewhere else.
Good idea. Get away from all that crap. What time is it? Okay, got about 20-ish or so minutes left, and then I'll wrap it up. Oh my.
That's the stuff.
No shit. Cafe Tree Steak. 428.
So, John,
Yeah.
About the laptop.
You know, I'm the first guy who'd resort to stealing. From anyone. Anyone but her. But in a way, that almost makes it more enticing. But in another way, maybe I tell her, get in her good graces. Maybe I will. And maybe I'll do just that. Then she'd remember my name as an H in it. She always spells it J-O-N.
And how do you think Harley feels about snitches?
She told me to snitch. I think she likes them. Well, maybe not.
Exactly.
Bruce,
No one likes a snitch.
just thinking about her makes me feel like I'm floating. She's the most intriguing creature ever to grace me with a demeaning insult. Which is great, don't get me wrong. I want more, Bruce. Like you and Catwoman. I'm only a little ashamed to say that dance had my pulse pounding. What's your relationship with her? Your real one?
Catwoman and I are... What we have is a little tangled up.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to be that tangled up with Harley.
I don't think you would.
If only Harley saw me. Like, really saw me. The world's a crazy place, isn't it? I want Harley, and you want the laptop.
Maybe we can come to an arrangement. I help you with Harley.
I see. You're up to bat then, Wayne.
Yeah.
To make Catwoman purr. How can I get that with Harley. How can I make her see me?
You just need to be genuine. You're special, John. She just needs to see that.
So, be myself.
Basically.
I hear that a lot, but how can I be myself if I don't really know who that is yet? How did you know who you are, Bruce?
I've always known who I am. Something happened early on that made me what I am today.
Oh, I hope a moment like that finds me soon.
I wouldn't get ahead of yourself. Tragedy is often
supposed to be. I can feel someone a few layers deep, pacing like an animal in a cage, just looking for something to start it.
Well, maybe stick with being nice until you figure it out. People appreciate kindness, even Harley. Probably.
How does that even work?
Bond with her. Lend a hand with a problem she has.
I don't know, Bruce. I have a tough time just talking to her. Oh, I've got an idea. Let's play pretend.
What?
You be Harley. Say something Harley would say.
Oh dear.
This is ridiculous, John.
That's perfect. She tells me that all the time.
No, it's not her. I didn't mean...
You're doing great. Okay, now say something, date-like. Like we're out painting the town red.
Hi, John. I like hiking. Do you like the outdoors?
You love me!
This is getting awkward now. Okay, this is really strange. I'm going to leave you now. Oh, Tommy was
So what do you think? Pretty good, right?
That was perfect, John. Why did you think you couldn't do this?
Really? I guess I'm just a lady killer.
She's gonna break down anyways.
What was your favorite thing about Arkham, Puddin'? For me, it was Sloppy Joe Fridays.
Bruce, this is just uncanny. Okay, here we go. I enjoyed the lights. They had a hum to them. Felt like a blanket. Fuzzy, even. I miss that on the outside. It doesn't feel as real here, you know? Out here, chaos seems to rule the day. It's loud and uneven. But you, Harley, you thrive on it. I could learn from that because I thrive on you. You're my light outside of Arkham.
I'm impressed.
She'll be eating out of your hand in no time.
You think? I don't know. It felt weird to say.
Yeah.
I really think I'm getting the hang of this. I'll start the next one. Your face has all the adequate face-like qualities one looks for in a face. Harley, I lobbed you a perfect pitch. You gonna swing or what?
John, sorry, something just came up. It's business. I have to run.
So soon? It's fine. A for effort, Bruce. I guess I won't go tattling to Harley.
So, will you help me get the laptop?
Gosh, Bruce. Our talk really got me fired up to find myself. My true self. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, mister. Wait. Jeez. Okay, let me mull over the logistics. But I'm in.
Of course.
Back at the subway when you're done with your business. And because we're pals, coffee's on my dime. Bruce?
Thank you. Oh, it's... You think he knows? This might actually be the best, well, it's 39, so I can still get a little bit of playtime out of this. GCPD, 4:50 a.m. There's Gordon.
Jim?
Evening. Oh, it's good you're here. The last time I fired this up, you didn't show. Had me concerned.
What do you mean?
The agency convoy? All those freaks were in one place and you decide not to show? Oh, that ain't like you. You don't take time off. So what kept you?
I was there, Jim. You just didn't see me.
Of course, I know you can be trusted. I just wish they hadn't gotten away. I guess I can't really talk.
Why is that?
We got there late. But then it was just Bane. He still beat us to a pulp and got away.
Is that all?
No. No, I got a favor to ask. Lucius Fox. I know he was your friend, and I don't mean to speak ill of the dead.
But what?
But I think he might have been up to some shady stuff before Riddler's attack on Wayne Tower.
What do you mean?
He might not have been the man you thought.
No.
Entirely.
I don't know anything about that.
Maury was an arms dealer, and Riddler targeted him the same way he did Fox. My gut is telling me that's no coincidence. Waller shut down any investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. And that means something stinks in Denmark.
Right.
You could follow that stench all the way to Fox's employer. Look, just how much do you really know about Bruce Wayne?
With all the scandals surrounding his family, it's hard not to be familiar with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, he's got a knack for burying bad publicity. He had everyone believing he was a stand-up guy, including me. At first, I thought Fox was at the center of it all. But there's a hell of a lot more. A Wayne Enterprises security guard comes to GCPD saying he was assaulted by Harley Quinn and her gang. And who was leading her around like a pet? Bruce Wayne. Then I checked the video recordings. Someone did an amateur job covering up the security footage. Files were replaced, time unaccounted for, sloppy. And strike three? One of my officers gets bashed in the head while he goes into Riddler's old workshop. Bruce Wayne is dirty and he's dangerous. Waller knows all of this happened too, and she refuses to let me move on it. So I need you to bring him in. That's the favor. I can't do it, but you can.
I can keep an eye on Bruce Wayne.
Damn it, I'm not asking for an eye. I want him delivered, here, with a little bow. Gotham safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it. I know your friend Catwoman's in town. Got a rap sheet that'll put her away for life. Maybe I can't move on Bruce Wayne, but I can move on her. I should have done this a year ago.
Please, Jim. Don't. This is between you and me.
I thought you were better than this, Batman.
Good
As soon as I get
grief.
back to the office, I'm sending out a task force after her. And you better not tell her we're coming.
Shit.
He sounds like he's on a warpath.
If I warn Selina and she gets away, Gordon and the police will blame me. But if I don't, I put her in danger.
Don't forget that you're both after that laptop. Gordon might be your best chance to slow her down. Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
It's my fault Gordon is like this. I want to tell him everything, but I can't.
Secrets poison relationships, Bruce. But to protect this city, to protect yourself, you can't know. You know, Miss Kyle is going to run sooner or later. It's her nature.
Basically.
How much can you really trust her as an ally?
I'm not sure.
I know how you feel about her. Make certain you aren't letting that cloud your judgment.
We both want to take down the Pact. That I know for certain. Allies guys are in short supply these days.
I know you've worked together in the past, but circumstances are different. You know what must be done.
GCP is coming for you. Either send or cancel. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna go and stop here for now. Yeah, I'm stopping here. Yeah, this is probably the choice that I leave you on. Take a look at the extra. You can see current relationships and choices. So we'll pick back up on this tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and exit. And on to the goodbye show. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go, okay? Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for following and all that jazz. We made good progress on this game. I'm impressed. Not only did we finish episode 2, we started episode 3. I have a feeling we'll make more progress and we'll finish episode 3 tomorrow. Maybe get a little on episode 4. Alright, I'm heading out. Alright guys. Thanks everybody. Good night.